Welcome to CBT News with Cheyenne Malone.
Good morning and welcome to CBT News Daily Newscast. I'm Cheyenne Malone. Thanks so much for joining us today. Here's a look at today's top automotive industry stories.
Tesla has raised the price of all Model Y trim levels by $1,000 after announcing price hikes in March. Model Y variants now range from $44,990 for the base model to $53,490 for the performance model. The move comes as the company braces for the release of its quarterly sales report, which is expected to reveal slower sales and stagnating profit margins when it releases in the coming days. China's state-owned automaker, SAIC, may be planning layoffs at its General Motors and Volkswagen unit ventures, in addition to its electric vehicle unit. A new Reuters report claims that the company plans to offer payouts to lower-performing employees and put unwanted workers in, quote, uncomfortable positions, end quote, to encourage resignations. The cuts would reduce SAIC's and GM's job count by 30% and SAIC's and VW's by 10%. All three companies have denied the allegations. Nissan and Mitsubishi are designing an electric vehicle for the US car market, marking the latest in a string of automaker tech collaborations. The two Japanese manufacturers say they will work together to develop an electric pickup for sale in North America, with production set to begin in Mexico between 2027 and 2031. Nissan and Mitsubishi will also rely on each other's technology to debut two battery-powered models in the US, marking their first entry into the North American EV market. General Motors is now facing two lawsuits over its use of driver data, the latest of which is seeking class action status. The new suit comes just 1 week after the automaker said it would stop collecting and distributing data obtained through its vehicles and ended its relationship with two data platforms. The lawsuit alleges that GM collected driver data without their customers' consent and sent the information, quote, stripped of all context, end quote, to insurance providers, who then hiked rates. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with Shep Hyken, author, speaker, and customer service and experience expert. He's here to discuss the connection between your dealership's work environment and the customer experience.
CBT News is expanding its reach like never before and is launching in over 70 million broadcasting households. Whether you have Roku, Apple TV, or a mobile device running on Android or iOS, you can now enjoy our engaging, in-depth interviews with dealers, automakers, trade associations, best-selling authors, motivational speakers, and so much more, whenever and wherever you are. Simply search CBT News in the App Store of your smart TV.
Can you walk us through what is the employee hierarchy of needs from the top to the bottom?
Yeah, and can I give a little background on it first, so you know where it came from?
Sure.
Everybody's familiar with Maslow's hierarchy of needs that, starts out with your basic necessities all the way to the top of the pyramid of self-actualization. And if you're not, then I don't know what science class or psychology class didn't you attend when you were in high school or whatever, college. But anyway, so I started with that premise because somebody made a comment about the customers, they actually use the term hierarchy of needs. And I asked, is this a Maslow thing? And they go, what are you talking about? So I explained. And we took a look at that model, which was essentially 5 levels leading all the way up to the tip of the pyramid. And we looked at it for customers. And for customers, it's, do they want to be emotionally connected to the company? Mm-hmm. That's the tip of the pyramid. But then I have talked and wrote about for years that the employee experience drives the customer experience. Yeah. So what are the main needs that employees have?
Sure.
And at the bottom, at the base of the pyramid, it's what everybody, why do you take a job? I need to eat, therefore I need a paycheck, and what other compensation that I can get. Sure. So that's where it starts, the need. But ultimately, as an employer, I want my employees to stay. I need to create that experience that, for lack of a better term, I'll call it destination employment. Brian Keeley, from Baptist Health South down in Florida. He just retired as CEO last year of this large healthcare organization. His goal was to create an employment experience where once you come to work at one of the Baptist Health South, whatever the department or the building that you're in or the area, you will never want to leave. That's how good they want it to be. Yeah. And if you never want to leave, it means you're happy. If you're happy, it means you're probably going to treat the people around you, including patients and their family members who are their customers, even better. So that's where it kind of all started. So anyway, I'll walk you through these 5 layers, if you will, of the pyramid. At the bottom is the essentially paycheck. Like I said before, it's compensation. I need to eat, therefore I need a job. Next is, as an employee, do I align with the culture? Do I align with your beliefs and what you're all about? And that's important because if I'm just there for the paycheck and I don't really like who I'm working with, don't even like the company, the moment I can make 20 cents more an hour, I am gone. So culture becomes important. Uniqueness. This is what I'm really good at. I would love to take something that I'm really good at and have you use that in my job. Do I speak a foreign language, for example, that maybe nobody else does, and we get a customer that happens to be from that country and I can communicate with them and you bring me in to do that? That's a pretty cool thing. Next on, as you go up, is, and this is really important, and actually I flip-flop between uniqueness and this next one as to what's more important, and that is growth opportunities. Employees need to know that there's a place for them to go that might be better, and that could come 2 ways. It could be in promotion, or it can just be in, I'm increasing your skills, I'm giving you training, I'm making you feel better about yourself because I'm giving you this opportunity to learn more. Finally, at the top, you get this concept that's basically fulfillment. Am I fulfilled in my job? And hence, if I am, I'm going to be looking in that place. Why would I ever want to leave? Destination employment. We're back to that again.
And you can watch this full interview right here at cbtnews.com. Well, that does it for our show today, but we do invite you right back here tomorrow morning on cbtnews.com. And remember, you can stay up to date with the most recent news and trends influencing the retail automotive industry by following us on TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook, and X, formerly known as Twitter. And now you can find CBTs in over 70 million broadcasting households. We're on Roku, Apple TV, Android, and iOS devices. Simply search CBT News in the App Store on your smartphone or device, and you can watch our programming whenever, wherever. I'm Cheyenne Malone, and on behalf of all of us at CBT News, see you next time.
CBT News, your #1 resource for auto industry news and content.